Season's greetings and welcome to everybody who's waiting for the UPSL SoCal South action here at Mission Bay High School between SD Internacional and Rebels SC. There will be a slight delay as there is a conflict of schedule on Mission Bay High School's premium field and surface with Albion. That is now concluded and ended, and we will begin shortly here on San Diego Punto Futbol, San Diego's #1 soccer source. The People's Pod, 2 balls and a mic, every Monday at 8 p.m. Check tomorrow's episode out. Everything brought to you in part by PB European Imports. Season's greetings. We will get to kick off here in a couple of minutes. Thank you. Season's greetings. We welcome you here to Mission Bay High School, the site where San Diego Internacional will be taking on Rebels SC here as kickoff has started. We're going to go ahead and get the time started as we are on a time delay because there was a time delay because of scheduling conflicts here at Mission Bay High School. Season's greetings. My name is Tony Sanchez alongside Alejandro El Chiva Villaseñor. That is to your invisible left. Chiva, how are you?
What up? What up? Here again, another night. This time, nighttime here at Mission Bay High School for the San Diego Internacional third home match of the season. Great ball here, Tony.
Good ball here on the right-hand side, looking for some offense early on. It's going to be called a handball really quickly there on number 6.
Interesting to see Luke the Juke Rayleigh wearing the number 6, Tony.
That is Luke the Juke. If you're not familiar with SD Internacional play, you get very familiar with Luke Rayleigh there, usually in the number 9, but here comes Rebels SC looking to open up some play through the middle, now over to the left-hand side. We do not receive any sort of lineups from the opposing team of San Diego Internacional in the white and blue, classic throwback Inter, in memory of one Keith Miller, former coach here of San Diego Internacional so far. Landlocked in midfield with possession going back and forth. Season's greetings for everybody who is watching across the globe. Usually we have some people watching all the way across the coast, Midwest, usually some family members of the Inter players coming in and having a good time. So thank you for joining us here. Yeah, there's a chance here for SD Inter. Cross inside, nobody in the middle to just tap that ball in. Rebels get lucky on that one.
Mistake there from Connor.
Very good recovery there by Brent Zuniga. Brent Zuniga, ese sí me lo sé.
Ese siempre, el capi de capis.
Good one, too, here by Rebels off of the throw-in.
And Tony, well, Rebels right now sitting in 7th place in the UPSL SoCal South Premier Division, with San Diego Inter currently in first place, top of the table, 4 matches played, 3 wins, 1 loss. That loss being against Atlético Elite, one of the worst teams this season. Last place, Atlético Elite.
Muito interessante.
Cross here.
It's going to go into the waiting hands of the great goalkeeper here for SD Inter.
John Neves. Great season he's been having so far. Taking over the starting position this season.
Lots of good players returning, lots of good players coming in for SD Internacional this season, who were coming into the weekend in first place. Good form by SD Inter and Coach Matt Palatok, not in studio, not in stadium, as going to be a foul called for a jersey pull.
Vacaciones and Coach Matty Palatok.
So season's greetings to you, Coach Matty. Probably gaining some insight. We actually gained some insight about who was taking the helm here for the Inter squad today, and lots of input from one chairman, Coach Alex, who came out of retirement here, looking for SD Internacional to make the magic on the right-hand side and across the floor. Now a chance to shoot from outside the box. That's going to go ahead and go wide for the first shot of this matchup.
That was, I believe, number 11, Brandon Cortez. Brandon, who doesn't usually get the starting position, especially up top with Luke on here, but again, different coach, different lineup tonight.
Different strokes for different folks. Talking with a great and powerful Coach Alex earlier, and San Diego FC, the new MLS team here in town. As you can hear him, there's absolutely barking orders from the capacity crowd here at Mission Bay High School. Not a soul more can fit. There's people at the door, at the gate, actually reselling these tickets to try to get in through the gate. But he was telling us how San Diego FC, the complexities of SD Internacional in their play and just the layers of a dynamic squad. As there's a foul here, smart foul in the midfield, just to, let them know that you're there. It's Sandro there, the Frenchman.
Some will say, Tony, that this San Diego Internacional team has found a very good identity already.
Absolutely. And once you have your identity, it's being able to adjust to it. Here's a chance to adjust here on the back side on the defensive front. Very well done there by SD Inter on the defensive end, left back. Right
wing back or right back right there, Mr. Connor.
Eso.
Mike Can also in the starting lineup in the center mid position, along with Daniel Strokis. Or Strakis? Sepa la bola.
The legend, Danny. Let's just call him what he is. He's been part of the San Diego Internacional team as long as we have, almost pretty much.
Also, a lot of input on just kind of like the strategies for tonight. I saw him down there kind of giving instructions to the team as well. So, hey, if we do this, this player has to move here. Kind of like being like a player coach, if you say.
Right now, it looks like a chance here. Sandro floating towards the left, now into the right, into the middle, trying to change the front. SD Inter moving and making their passes. 1, 2, here's your chance. Look up for an opportunity here. Shot, a good save. And that's going to be a corner for SD Internacional. What a good play there by the white and blue.
And something interesting, I don't see number 5, Nikita, in the starting 11 tonight. He is being probably San Diego Internacional's best player so far. Nikita, newcomer this season. Tony played for UCSD.
Here comes a cross with the corner, looking for the second post. It's going to be a throw-in. It's going to be a complicated throw-in for Rebels, who are going to be coming out of a complicated area if SD Inter put that high pressure in.
And Tony, right now we're still looking for a San Diego Punto Football 2 balls and a mic goal of the week.
I mean, I think I found it. It was Christina Birkenrodes. I really don't want to give it to Kimi Ascanio.
Well, I mean,
it's going to have to be.
I mean, great.
It's going to have Chucky Lozano's penalty that almost got saved.
Yeah, no, that doesn't win
that
doesn't win it.
Does not win it.
You know who the gaff can be, Tony, now that
Yeah.
we're in the topic. Pachuca, for thinking maybe Chucky Lozano can make a difference in the Club World Cup for them.
The only thing that's going to make a difference right now for Chucky Lozano is probably a treadmill.
Punta correr. Here comes Rebels. Trying to make something happen tonight. I mean, you know, looking at some of the results, they've had high scoring matches, gotten outscored a couple times. It looks like it's going to be this mistakes that end up costing Rebels. Rebels used to be one of the top teams in the UPSL. Maybe some players have graduated class and, you know, on to better things.
On to better things indeed. And hopefully better things to come for this game as it still stands 0-0 early on going into the first 8 minutes of action.
I do see the return of Spencer Hoyle in the starting lineup as well. And, you know, that's a familiar name to me. Hard tackle there.
Ouch.
See 360s in the air right here. But yeah, Spencer Hoyle making his return to San Diego Internacional. And we'll see what they can do. So far, we're about 8 minutes into this match and still donuts for both clubs. Great move here from Connor.
Connor making the difference last season as well. Gelling good with the team. Here's a shot. Good block from the goalkeeper. Reading that ball perfectly. But yeah, you can definitely say that. That's a fantastic shot. Rifled. This corner is brought to you in part by PB European Imports. Hey, Pacific Beach, when your car needs expert care, look no further than PB European Imports. Whether you drive a luxury European vehicle or a trusty import tune up, head over to PB European Imports. You got you covered. You're supposed to have a car sound effect right there. As the sound effect of a corner being deflected into the air and a punch out by the goalkeeper sends this corner.
That was a cool punch. One-handed punch. Tony, are you a fan of those?
100%. You got to get it done how you get it done. As long as it goes forward and out, that's no problemo for me.
If you're new to watching any of our streaming thingies and commentary matches, if you don't know Tony's formerly a pro goalkeeper. Almost a pro goalkeeper.
You got a Connor Stewart number 3 shout out in the comments. Go ahead and utilize the comment section for your shout outs. Y'all really covering every team in San Diego, says Ivan Morelos. 100% Ivan. You see us covering San Diego Wave. You see us covering San Diego FC. But let me tell you, 2 balls in the mic. San Diego Punto Football, Johnny and Chiva have covered one team and one team longer than any of the others. That's a team that's outlasted 1904 FC. That's a team that's outlasted San Diego Loyal. That's a team that's outlasted I don't know,
Albion Nisa.
Albion Nisa League. They've lasted every single one of those. The team that stands the test of time is at capacity here at Mission Bay High School for the UPSL. They're one-time UPSL SoCal South Premier Division winner, San Diego Internacional.
Internacional.
Llame ya.
Tony, how do you feel coming back? Oh, wait. Oh, great. Back heel block there. How do you feel being back at a UPSL match? I mean, you moved on to better things, and as a professional indoor soccer analyst, how's the return to the UPSL?
As Ivan says, you guys can't wait to the SDFC thoughts tomorrow. Get the SD Internacional thoughts right now in our commentary. Thank you for subscribing, share, be a friend. It's a good experience doing soccer's commentary, doing it in Spanish. The glitz, the glamour. I don't have to wear a suit here, so that's a very much a positive thing. They don't feed you here though. Tell you that much.
They don't feed you here, but you know what?
That's
they feed you with joy.
And feeding a ball through the top right now is Rebels SC, trying to get some verticality going, but very well done so far. Every question has been answered by this defense of San Diego Inter, as I just saw a bird in midair eat a zancudo. That one right there, that is actually a bat. What a wild turn of events that was witnessed here at Mission Bay High School. I wish the cameras caught that. But they did catch a throw in here. It's going to be for San Diego Internacional. 0-0.
Me mandaste bien lejos, compa, con mi pregunta.
I said it was fine. It was good. Good to be back.
Good to have you back.
Good to be back on UPSL SoCal South Premier Division action. It's actually going to be a set piece being thought of here by number 6, Luke Rayleigh. Número 2.
Número 6.
Sí, vato. 6. Y ese vato. Curling effort. And a ball that leaves, and it's going to be a
goal kick.
Goal kick amidst the protest.
Daniel Stroke is asking there for a corner kick. Ref didn't listen. She called a goal kick.
Thank you to Dago Boys stickers joining. Donnie DuckTales. Secret investor. A. Lopes. Mikey had a man on. There goes the bat or the bird. What is that? Aquí no, vato. Good chance here. That's Brent Zuniga.
Yeah, no win.
Adding class, adding patience.
Brent wins 9 out of 10 every single time, man.
But if it's in the air, he wins 11 out of 10. You do the math because, frankly, it's Sunday and I don't want to. 1 week away from WrestleMania. Can't believe it was WrestleMania last week, actually. As this possession mania happens in the midfield. A good through ball here, controlled by the chest, and an even better interaction there. En dos tiempos, se le acaba el tiempo, se le prende el tiempo, hay mucho tiempo. Estamos aquí bien. Listo, sigue en directo. Aquí viene San Diego Internacional. Now trying to go back into the middle. Opening plays up. SD Inter is really being dangerous on all fronts. They have gone through the middle, through the sides. But Rebels as well, been able to step up when necessary. 2 interventions where their goalkeeper had to be summoned. And he stepped up for the challenge very well. Clearance here. Looking for some space. The greetings are being suched in the crowds. Season ticket holders are making their way. Remember to put in your season ticket requests right now for San Diego Internacional. You can get a season ticket place reserved with the purchase of a hat from San Diego Futbol. Inter doesn't know yet, but neither does the defense right now know how to answer this attack by SD Internacional because they are being smothered drip by drip by drip.
Good opportunity here for San Diego Internacional to get something on the scoreboard now, Tony.
Yeah, no, the barra is absolutely deafening. Here comes a chance and a goal line clearance. Referee says no goal. Flag stays down, and that's actually going to be called
offsides.
Offsides. All right. The most anticlimactic decision is actually offsides, as we've just found out. Somebody's asking for a corner kick for some reason. I want to remind everybody at home, it's not for lack of funding, but VAR is not available here in the UPSL. It's just sticking to the grassroots nature of what soccer should be and allow for human error. I don't think that was
goal line technology.
Goal line technology not available here tonight at Mission Bay High School. Again, not for lack of funding. It's just for lack of... here's a mistake. Here's an opportunity. SD Inter taking forever and a half. Here comes the chance, the shot, maybe at some point that goes wide and in for a goal because there is no net that is secured in the back. That's 1-0. SD Internacional.
That's gonna be hard, Tony. We're gonna think some things are not goals.
Just want to confirm that was a goal. 1-0. No pagaron la renta de las redes.
Normally the refs also check to make sure everything looks good on the goals, but
yeah, normally the ref would check, but again,
time crunch today.
Time crunch, scheduling conflict, crunch. Much like Snapdragon Stadium, Mission Bay High School is also utilized very heavily for soccer and soccer activity, but I will guarantee you this, Mission Bay High School's field actually would not have gotten a game canceled last season for the San Diego Wave, as Rebels wants to go ahead and answer here. An opportunity, a chance. It's going to go way too long. SD Inter will have a goal kick. 1-0 SD Internacional.
Could have had the game here.
100%. It's a good idea there by Inter. It's going to be called foul. It's called no foul, says the ref. It's fine. Give you numbers here. Number 2 is going to be Brent Zuniga. Number 3, Connor Stewart. Number 5, Nikita Stukhanov, who, as you mentioned, is on the bench. Just going numerical order here. Number 6, Luke Raley. Number 7, Kevin Capas, who, again, another dynamic player out there as Rebels looks for a chance, trying to go into the box, be muscled, but the flag is going to go up. It's going to be a foul. It's going to be a chance once again neutralized by SD Internacional. Again, with the number 8, Michael Kahn, number 8. Do not see a number 9, meaning that number 10 is Lucas Diaz. That's going to be number 14, Daniel Straukas there. Looking for the ball once again. Okay, clase in between 2. Gets the ball back. Says, all right, let's relax. Let's think about it. Back to Brent Zuniga. Number 12, James Hone. Yeah, aforementioned. Number 14. But before that, it's number 13, Alessandro Sandro Calvi, the Frenchman, as you see him right there. Parlez-vous français? Parlez-vous?
Great move from Spencer here.
Good, Spencer. Good job. Now going over onto the right-hand side, that's Brandon Cortez. Good defensive stance there.
You know, I want to give a shout out to Connor because he's one of the players that literally can play anywhere on the field. I've seen at the right back position, left back position, right wing, left wing, at the center mid position as well.
'21st minute of action. Balls that's going to go out. Hand goes up. Goalkeeper says, I'm sorry. That's on me.
Yeah,
and absolutely
John,
it was.
As I was saying earlier, Tony, John really stepping up in the absence of Evan Stoll, goalkeeper who missed a couple games, and then last home games didn't really feel his back was all there yet. So as of now, is currently still out to injury. Spencer here. Ball here from Rebels.
Looking for a chance. You know, Rebels hasn't necessarily been out of the game. They've had a couple chances, but Inter has had a little bit more offense so far than the South Bay squad. South Bay based squad. So far on defense is really the difference, where it seems like a little bit of boys to men situation so far. Rebels haven't been able to find any space, any windows. It's good communication too by SD Inter. As you mentioned, Chiba, they really found a play style that works for them, and we've seen that throughout the years. Different play styles, having the ball with them, being patient, waiting for the error of the defense.
Yeah,
so far, yeah,
I agree, and it's a good way of them adapting tonight, especially without head coach Matty Palpalchuk, who this season he's been trying out a 3 center back line, and today they kind of had to move away from that, and so far it's been working out, adapting. Sometimes you have to do that, adapt when things aren't going the way they're supposed to.
Again, our thoughts and prayers with Coach Palpalchuk. Nothing's wrong with him. We just send him thoughts and prayers. Why not? As the prayer might be answered here for San Diego FC, trying to double their lead.
Aquí cae el segundo, Tony.
You didn't have to say it that way.
Gonna get the cross from Sandro.
Ball's going to go looking for the second post right there. It's going to be a goal. Goal. San Diego Internacional double their lead, 2-0. 25th minute. I believe I just heard Portuguese from the goalkeeper. What's his name?
John Neves?
Huh. Neves is a
This
is a Brazilian name or a Portuguese name. Interesting. I'm gonna have to do some more research on our boy in red as SD Inter take a 2-0 lead. As the party has started. Cody in the chat, 619 Soccer in the chat.
Oh, here comes trouble. 619 Soccer.
He said,
oh, man.
619 Soccer says bonjour.
Ooh.
Don't know what he means by that, but
No, I don't speak that.
now can be a chance here for SD Inter to take advantage early on and start piling on. That's a good deflection there. Good idea. But if you're Rebels, you're really going to have to start some offense here and quick.
Yeah, I mean, so far as the Inter proving to be the better team. Great 1-2 here. Rebels trying to build on something.
Over on the right-hand side, Rebels in the black, blue. Looking for the middle of the box. Nobody to overlap through the back. Looks like they really haven't identified a weakness for Inter so far. Trying to go through the middle, trying to swing across in. Inter just calmly regains possession and tries to move numbers up as they are doing here.
Sufu's right here, just moving the ball up.
It's going to be a good anticipation. No foul call. Through ball. Here comes Zuniga. Going to bump off comfortably. Track it back down. Reading the play very well. Like a bulldog back there.
La madre.
As this ball ricochets inside of the box. Oh, Dago Boy stickers. Saludos, Tony. The best local talent. You guys rock, carnal. Says guys, plural.
Yeah,
but he only mentions one name.
Thank you. Yeah, I know.
He only mentions one name. Local talent. Let that be on my gravestone. Local San Diego talent. Tony Sanchez. I would actually be happy with that. Saludos, Dago Boys.
Talento. I'm just kidding.
Batas si me dicen.
Sandro here as the Inter. Good chance here to counter.
The T doesn't stand for Tony. It stands for talento. Talento, what is being showcased. Uno, dos, adios. Off to the races. Here comes SD Internacional with another opportunity. They want 3 here early on in the first half. Cross, I know the time is frozen, much like the defense seemed to have been frozen on that set piece that landed a 2-0 for SD Internacional. 28th minute.
A little over 15 minutes to go in this first half. San Diego Internacional completely dominating so far.
Definitely, but here's an opportunity. Maybe a heads-up play for Rebels. Starting off with speed now. An opportunity on the left-hand side. The left winger. Going to cut inside. Here comes a chance to take a shot. That's going to be a goal. Goal. Rebels get one back. 2-1. What a play. Great play there.
Yeah, what a cut. Way to finish right there.
Sorry, Coach Alex. Just call him as I see him. Call him as I see him. And now you know, if you're as the Inter, that Rebels do have the capacity to get one back on you.
And that's been the story all season long for San Diego Inter. They have been winning more games than lost, right? But they haven't had a solid, secure win. It's always a last minute game that is just anticipating a tie, and they have yet to kind of secure a solid win like that.
Yeah, last game I was watching, you took helm, right? It was like 5-4?
Yeah, something like that. And I mean, it was at one point it was a 3-goal lead for Inter, right? And they just kind of gave it away, and like they sweated at the end. Great 1-2 here. That's a foul.
That's going to be a no call for the referee.
Right.
who is, let me tell you, let me just give you a guess, approximately 20 yards away from the actual play. Referee says play on. And now Inter asking for a foul outside the box this time. Still won't get it. Rebels going to have a chance now to take care of this momentum. Bench really liking that 1-2 from Rebels. They found success over on the left-hand side. They will try it on the ground this time. It's going to be a good deflection, getting your body in the way. Brent Zuniga is going to get a chance to clear it out and does get a clipped there at the end. It's going to be a foul on Zuniga. I think I saw about number 19, Spencer Hoyle for SD Inter. Also Stav. I'm just going to name names. Garrett Haney, 27. Giselio Lima Neto, that's goalkeeper number 28. That's absolutely Brazilian. Look at him. Look at him go. There he is. Ah, La Samba. The favela sang as soon as he touched the ball. Eric Lyons, 24. Sage Volaris. ¿Hay vato que se llama Volaris? Sage, number 22.
See, Volaris, you're right.
Narek Rochin, this is number 4. 21. One of the two. Let's fix our handwriting, guys.
Vuelo 292 a Guadalajara. Puerta G7.
619 says Soccer asking who brought the Savage scoreboard. Yeah, no, this is a better production than what's happening over at Corner Sport Arena, professional setting for the MASL. Hey, party hats out. Joining him. It's Dan, the man. Cambio de juego. That's going to be called a foul against San Diego Internacional. It's going to be a rebel ball. We were mentioning a little bit before kickoff if it's going to be interesting, the dynamic of will they turn off the lights at 10 p.m. today?
Quién sabe. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. Maybe that just means it's a shorter halftime. Maybe it's a undisclosed amount of money that's going to be fined. It's going to be coming out of our paycheck, Shiva. Now that I think about it.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure Albion's getting the invoice of the lights today. They sure used them as well.
As Neto's going to go ahead and clear this ball.
That clearly affects us. And Rebels just doing everything they can to get back in this again, right? And San Diego Inter really need another goal to kind of capitalize on this. But if not, we're looking at a very close game.
Rayleigh doing very well there.
Rayleigh doing Rayleigh things.
Sick, bro.
Make sure you check out Rayleigh TV on YouTube.
Yeah. Radical. Here's a good chance in a sea of white jerseys. 2 Rebels players were trying to do some damage. Numbers are not in the favor. That was Sandro there in the middle with the outlet pass. No pressure there by Inter, Rayleigh. By Rebels, rather.
Good chance here for Inter.
Chance gets squashed.
Sure
No
did.
chance.
Sure did.
That's what you got. Inter still being the better team overall. It seemed like it was a opportunity that Rebels took advantage of. They saw a window. They were given a window. Here's another window potentially being made on the left-hand side once again. As the referee says, this is going to be a SD Internacional ball. I believe I heard Captain Brent Zuniga request, hey, let's make sure the safety of the players are taken care of because play is happening. After a call, it should be stopped, but that's going to be a ball that goes out.
We got Luke right there having a heated exchange with another player. The whistle and the call was an offsides for San Diego Internacional.
As the referee is saying, guys. That will certainly calm everybody down. Handy dandy binoculars coming into play there. Lip reading skills, not as good. Rebels putting it in a weird position. Need to take care of that ball. Make sure to safely dispose of it. Rebels consider that a win. Looking to find Inter on the back heel. I believe I heard communication from ref to ref. There is communication via ref via earpiece, it seems.
Yeah, there is.
Again, the technology that's chosen for the UPSL. We're hearing early stages of 2035 for goal line technology, 2042 for the consideration of VAR. Here at Mission Bay High School. As Rebels, once again, opens play now. They've gone over to the left-hand side a couple of times and found success once. Looking for that tying goal. Great patience shown there. That's Rayleigh. Referee does not see the foul behind. Still moving forward. Poniendo el pie duro. Nowhere and no one on his team with that header. Maybe had time to control it, actually.
Spencer stealing the ball here.
Spencer Hoyle.
¿Cómo está el chat, Tony? ¿Todo tranquilo?
Oh, tranqui. Seasons, everybody's enjoying the game. In the chat, just absolutely left speechless. A good anticipation when Robo. Here's a corner cross, actually. I don't know if he was trying to just connect or control the ball in midair. Either way, it was a dangerous play for Inter. And referee says, no, it's not going to be a foul. It's not going to be called a foul. If you're not going to call it a foul, might as well stop and give him a yellow card because that's what you're saying, that he is simulating.
That wasn't in the box, though, Tony.
He can still get sanctioned.
Yeah, but just because you
still get sanctioned. Nope.
Doesn't mean every time.
Still get sanctioned for any sort of flopping. There. Nope. Yeah. Find this argument and more every Monday night at 8 p.m. San Diego's #1 consecutive and #1 podcast relating to soccer in San Diego. 2 balls and a mic with Tony Sanchez and Alejandro Gia Villaseñor featuring the occasional Abraham Cepeda in person. Virtual this time. Zuniga letting the ball go all the way back to Neto, who very well said keep. Neto's his name. It's not his name.
It's not his name. It's John Neves.
John Neves.
There is a Neto.
There is a Neto, number 28. They probably know each other.
Great through ball here.
Great chance here, making life difficult. Great intervention there. It's not over yet. Across into the box, trying to create some chaos. A shot gets blocked by Zuniga. A second shot. Stand-up defense there by SD Inter. The crowd is going absolutely crazy because they love defense. And that's what they came to see. That's a clean dispossession there.
¿Por qué se quedó parado? The midfielder. You saw that?
Yeah, he just kind of glitched.
Yeah.
Kind of glitched there a little bit. Yeah, here's a chance. A little bit too long there. An opportunity, a shot that gets blocked. A second shot. Goal. San Diego Internacional retake the 2-goal lead after a very, very stubborn play ends and results in a goal. The Vuvuzelas are out.
Brandon, you guys always letting his team know to keep working. Great tackle here from Mike Can. Spencer taking on one. Spencer taking on two. Slide tackle clean there. Late tackle from Mike. Ref lets the play go.
Now we're going to have some interventions here by the goalkeeper coming out of the box. We have the film. We have the footage. San Diego Punto Futbol, San Diego's #1 soccer source. As you can hear, probably not, somebody saying, he hit him. As I want to remind that this has gone into a 3-1 game. As the yippity yappity continues here, goalkeeper now almost to midfield, pleading his case as to why he abandoned his box in defense, admittedly, of his teammate. This and all types of nonsense, part of the UPSL SoCal South Premier Division action here on San Diego Punto Futbol.
I think we're going to get probably a yellow card on Mike Can. That was a late tackle.
Yeah, going back to the original action, certainly.
Oh, it looks like we're going to have a red here, Tony, from Mike Can, number 8.
Red card has been pulled.
Not yet. She's holding it behind.
Conversations are still being had. As a young Mohamed Salah in goal. As the red card is still behind the referee. A coach is on the field of play.
That's the fourth ref.
Fourth ref. Very, very, very Sunday lax.
Red card to Mike Can.
That's a red card for Mike Ken. It is going to be a red card, so San Diego Inter will go down to 10 men.
Now here comes
As
Brent Sunya, Captain Brent Sunya, trying to get an explanation here from the ref to see what's been happening.
as fourth officials now explaining the reasoning as to why that was a red card for him. Now we got some pantomime action. Once again, we want to go ahead and welcome the inclusion of instant replay to UPSL SoCal South action coming to you in 2028. For right now, we'll just let you know that there was a very strong foul that happened. Potentially a yellow card, you thought, Chiba?
Yeah, so
not a red card.
I get the pushing and everything, and I guess the sideline referee saw something that nobody else caught, and that's what they're explaining to Mike. But Mike got the red card. He's gonna have to be off the game, and San Diego Inter are gonna have to play the rest of this half with
10
players,
absolutely,
and the whole second half as well.
Absolutely, and
keep in mind the ref did stop this play a little bit late, where Rebels were having a pretty nice counterattack,
they were
nice through ball.
Yeah.
And the player was upset about that as well. Number 13.
Yeah. So we'll see how much added time is part of this, as we are now deep into the 47th minute. No, it worked. I fixed it. Here's a chance for Rebels, who once again have one player up as of now. So it's going to be interesting to see how this SD Internacional team reacts. Not only that way, do they keep their cool? They do have a 2-goal lead going into halftime. As I'm sure the footage will show, that goalkeeper for Rebels is not an innocent party in any of this, but that's part of the game, part of the nature. We continue.
Ollie there with the pretty hard tackle. No card was given here either.
It's going to be very interesting halftime here at Mission Bay High School. San Diego Internacional, the first place team, who now face a difficult task of holding off Rebels, who have every reason to come back, but that is going to be an offsides. These competitors come together here. UPSL action. You know, you saw Cinderella stories in the U.S. Open Cup with El Farolito Burrito Taco Shop from Northern California, making a deep run once again. $50,000, congratulations. But it's those stories of players who come up and have the opportunities, and some of these players are right here in front of you. Here comes a chance, a good touch, good idea, good pass. Need to think about it again. Good 1-2. Flag stays down. Here comes a cross. Very well placed. And the referee blows for the end of the first half. That is the end of the first half. San Diego Internacional go in to the break 3-1. We'll be back here on San Diego Punto Football with the second half of action. Season's greetings and welcome back. Going to be the second half of action here of UPSL SoCal South Premier Division action between San Diego Internacional and Rebels SC. Season's greetings from the booth at Mission Bay High School. This is Tony Sanchez alongside Chiva and Villaseñor. Chiva, 10 men for San Diego Inter. They need to maintain this lead 3-1. It's going to be difficult against a inspired Rebels team that can honestly have the fire in them to do some damage.
Yeah, Tony, it's good to be here for the second half. And we had two substitutions for San Diego Internacional. Nikita coming on, Nikita, who's typically starter. And we also had Garrett Heine coming on, playing at the right back position tonight.
Absolutely. And this is in reaction to the red card that we were alluding to earlier between a scuffle that happened right before halftime, actually. There was some discussion at halftime between parties involved, referees staying adamant that no more action was needed. It is leaving SD Inter with 10 men down, but we'll see what this defense is made of. That was doing very well. Left side was utilized by Rebels to their benefit. Let's see what sort of offense happens here with one of the substitutions taking a striker off of the field for SD Inter. Now finding additional space. Rebels, a good slide tackle there. Goalkeeper for Rebels SC receiving no kinds of disciplinary actions. No, he abandoned his goal, ran 40 yards faster than I haven't seen any goalkeeper make that sprint to shove another player from Inter, yet received no card. Very boisterous now. Seems like he got some confidence. Didn't hear him all first half, but now you hear him in that back line directing. And he is directing the back line indeed. As Inter, good exchange here. Here comes a chance. Offloads the ball. Shot that goes up and over the bar. We're still seeing some offense from SD Inter.
Boy, would that have set the tone, Tony, with the men down, getting an early goal. That would have definitely been great for San Diego Inter, but they didn't take advantage of that one.
We thank the great people that are joining us here in the chat across the universe. San Diego Football, the place you can see every single one of the home matches for SD Internacional, your one-time UPSL SoCal South champions. Neves now. Goalkeeper in the back. Mistake now. And that's going to be called a foul. Let me tell you, it's going to be those decisions, those calls that's really going to affect one or two of the teams in a crucial moment and cost a goal or something. It's going to really heat this game up.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Ref has to be careful and keep that in mind as well when making some calls. Or else she'll lose total control of this match.
Con razón. Cambio de juego. There would ordinarily be already a player there ready to receive for Inter, but again, 10 men. Inter have to maintain a lead that saw itself cut in half in the first half. They were leading 2-1 initially. Rebels came back with 1. Inter then responded themselves with a good set piece, making it 3-1. See, what Inter needs to do here is just expand the field, but be careful with the ball. You want to expand it, you leave holes open, hole one player down. But really just drown this game in possession, be smart with the ball. See there, one of the substitutes, Nikita, coming on. Haven't had the fortune to see him play this season for Inter. But you say he's good.
Yeah, he's good. He's been the best player for Inter so far this season.
As you mentioned, better than some of the other players, such as good overlapping through ball here, looking for some space across inside the box, controlled, still an opportunity. A shot that gets blocked and deflected. In the air, trying to get that volley on. This ball's going to abandon the field of play. It's going to be a goal kick. Simple goal kick.
Well, Tony Nikita, top scorer for the San Diego Inter this season.
Chihuahua.
Brandon with 2 goals, and Eric Rochin also with 2 goals.
Rochin. Or more than likely, Roshan.
Okay, cool. Here comes the play for Rebels.
We'll ask him. Research department for SD Internacional coming back today. Clocking back in, as this is going to be an opportunity for Rebels outside the box. That hits the yellow crossbar. Didn't hit the white crossbar of the soccer goal that we're playing here. Nonetheless, a good opportunity, good look, good shot for Rebels. We're going to be finding those spaces over and over again. So it's going to be a very interesting 39 minutes of action in the second half.
It's going to be a lot of running for San Diego Inter as well.
If you're Rebels, go ahead and just keep possession of the ball. Think about it as much as you can. Essentially in a power play situation the rest of the game. Sights and sounds of UPSL action as Inter trying to transition out of their own midfield. But again, it's going to be very difficult here. Inter throw-in.
Hubo cambio de portero, Tony.
Oh, that definitely explains the more boisterous back line. Timo has recently sold out of the live action Mohamed Salah goalkeeping action figures. Last one actually landing here in Rebels SC in the form of number 1. The rare misprint. PSA 10. It's going to be a good slide tackle. Good one, too. And this is where it's going to be dangerous. If Inter commits too many numbers up front and isn't lethal with their opportunities, they're going to find themselves in counterattacking situations. Still a 3v2, San Diego Inter having the numbers in the defense. That just tells me that Rebels need to get their numbers in their midfield up a little quicker if they want to go ahead and have a chance to counterattack in these situations. Because right now, let me tell you, it doesn't look like it's 10v11.
Definitely agree here, and good chance for Inter now.
Nikita. You just kind of can tell where there's a phantom player for Inter. The players are looking for. They know there's somebody supposed to be there, but because everybody's compensating elsewhere, they have mistimed passes in moments where you wouldn't pressure. You're finding yourself having to pressure. Good pressure, good pass here in the middle. Flag stays down. Nikita. Oh, what a pass. A good look. A shot. And a better save.
What a backheel pass from Nikita.
Classic. Oh, what a touch. Let's give him that. Absolutely wonderful touch to control that ball in the midair. Turning up to be a good game for the football, not for the drama. Low driven cross. And this ball's going to be way too long, way too long. Throw in San Diego Internacional. San Diego Internacional is brought to you in part by PB European Imports. If you have a PB, a European, or an import, you can go ahead and bring your vehicle over for repair at PB European Imports. Ask for Coach Alex. And guess what? If you need a smog check, get that done at Smog Express, also in Pacific Beach. Ask for Zurdo. That's Alex. It's baby Coach Alex.
Alex Jr.
PB European Imports and Smog Express. Here's a good opportunity. Good through ball that gets cut off. Throw in SD Internacional. Again, let me tell you, it doesn't look like Inter is going to back down. Doesn't look like they're just going to sit back and park the bus.
And that makes a little bit more sense now why the defender just kicks it out. Felt something pull and goes immediately goes down and asking for a sub.
Yeah, as you see on the far side, players already warming up for Rebels SC.
We're gonna be having a substitution here for Rebels.
And we'll see if what the definition of fair play is here in this situation. Player comes in, clappity claps. This ball is going to get sent in on a long throw in. Not that long. It's going to be an SD Inter ball. Very intelligent there. Very intelligent play, right, Chiba? As you were saying? Comes a long throw in. You know, you have to prepare either way. Now you know, right? Any throw-in opportunity for SD Inter might be one that provides a dangerous corner kick-like situation. But so far, a counterattack situation for SD Inter. Brent Zuniga is able to come back down and just wait, be patient. That frame of his just leaves no space for the attacker to really think into. Zuniga asking for order in the back. Goes Mateo. Long ball. Looking for the back of the defender. It's going to be a ball for Rebels, who, again, have the time on their side, but at some point they're going to have to get one back. Good clearance there in the back by Inter. Let me tell you, it does feel like Inter is closer to scoring a goal than Rebels is, but we'll see if they shut my mouth up here. Rebels SC with an opportunity. Utilizing the space. New turf here. Required. And this is going to be a ball gets smothered over here by the goalkeeper, Neves.
Almost saw some commentators curse there.
Who?
No, saying like Inter's closer to scoring the first one.
Oh, I thought it meant like curse, like a profanity. It was like, whoa, where was that? Never here. San Diego Punto Football. Absolutely. And you can catch all the profanity on San Diego's #1 soccer podcast, Two Balls at a Mic, episode 274, goes live on this very same channel. Talking about San Diego FC's loss against Real Salt Lake here at Snapdragon Stadium, 3-1 with the current scoreline of this matchup. Speaking of three goals is the amount that San Diego Wave scored in their away matches. Two sides of the spectrum for the San Diego clubs. Still looking for a San Diego Punta Football goal of the week, perhaps Christina Birkenroad. Kimi Ascanio. Perhaps one of these players here can step up to the challenge and say, and raise their hand and say, it is I take the responsibility.
Great switch here from Rebels.
Of being San Diego Punta Football's goal of the week. I'll give it to both teams. They've cleaned it up. This could have gone a different way, but soccer has prevailed.
John Neves with the 2-time save there. Securing the ball, and San Diego Inter again, still with a 3-1 lead. Haven't seen that urgency from Rebels yet, Tony. Do you feel like by now, being down 2 with a man on top?
Looking at the 62nd minute right now, there's still plenty of time, but you do need to start having more dangerous looks. Because again, you're not necessarily considering this to be a game that you need to come back and tie. You should be in a space where you have enough time to win. And here's a chance for SD Inter. They want to go ahead and cement their victory here, and that's a good stop to stop the fourth goal for Inter from going in.
That was Luke Rayleigh who missed that opportunity. Great through up from Sandro, but Ollie steals it here.
Ollie anticipating well, but leaving some space in the back. And this is where Rebels aren't taking advantage of that man down situation for Inter. They have much more space as watch out here. Moving it over to the left-hand side. Excellent defense so far by Inter. Really the only time that Inter didn't have impeccable defense, Rebels scored. So as long as they can maintain this, which is going to be very difficult for the rest of the match, as things get a little spicy and dicey. That was
Great
all ball.
tackle there,
Fantastic. Magnifique. Murciélago esta madre, ¿no? Yeah, it's a bat.
I think so. So I guess everyone's just watching a great move here. Great shot. A las manos de Neves. Everyone's watching that.
Oh, they can actually see the creature of the night that is attacking the great fan base here. Mission Bay Bats. Mission Bay Bats. Part of the season ticket holder package of SD Internacional. Premium live wildlife entertainment. You have usually a giant bird's nest in one of the lights, the floodlights. A bunch of animals usually right there too. Say 15 minutes left. 6-9 soccer. I believe there's about 25 minutes left. Trust me, I would love for it to be 15. As we're going to go into the something about the football weather report here. It is starting an absolute downpour of precipitation has begun. Commenced here at Mission Bay High School. The heavens have closed. The rain has commenced. And we'll see if this has any effect on the game at hand. Ollie has the left-hand side.
Now this is ball went out of bounds.
Ball says, ref says ball went out of bounds.
That looked like a bad throw in as well.
Whoa. Oh, 619 Soccer. Great shout there. 15 minutes of light left. Oh, yeah, we'll see. We will find out, and we will go into Kings League rules if the lights go off. I don't know what the playbook says about that. This game did start on a delay because of double booking here at Mission Bay High School. Unfortunately, thank you for those who are sticking with us. Very close to San Diego Punto Futbol, watching this game, waiting for it to maybe end, as that is going to be called a foul. As the player who ran into the defender was the Rebels player. Interesting call there. I know somebody's very special watching at home. In and Out will be home soon. We'll get this game wrapped up. It's a murciélago.
It is, yeah.
Flying rats. Airborne rodents.
This could be an interesting chance for Rebels, Tony.
All right. Referee blows. Curling ball. Almost looked like the Rebels player ducked out of the way.
Yeah, that was interesting. I think it rolled off his back. It's going to be a goal kick for San Diego Inter.
As there's a goal kick about to happen, I want to remind folk at home that the chant will not be permitted. It is not tolerated here at Mission Bay High School. Juego limpio. Pinta su raya. At PB European Imports, if it's on your vehicle.
Stay on the wing there.
Cannot stay on the wing, absolutely. And again, this whole second half, it does look like Siente tu. UPSL says 619 Soccer.
Oh, man, he's on a good one tonight.
Absolutely. Shout out 619 Soccer for joining us. San Diego Punto Futbols.
I do agree with the goalkeeper, Tony, saying, what's the score? Come on, we got to go. Yeah, you're in a time crunch now.
Well, guess what? We are 3-1 here in the 69th minute of the second half, obviously, because halves implies 2. Second, obviously, because of a half is 90. And look at this counterattack. Look at the space given up by Rebels. There's absolutely no defensive midfield. They are out on an island. They have numbers up front. There is complete space on the left-hand side. Nobody's taking care of business on either side. Maybe Inter can take themselves into this game. Here comes a shot. Potentially, se perfila. A shot. Oof. Sóbate. Cross. Does find a turning neck and head.
But the fact that Inter are still attacking and finding opportunities to potentially score again just speaks on something lacking from Rebels. Great block from Garrett. All right, Rebels here with the throw-in.
Here comes a chance by Rebels. They can get one back here. It'd be making this game very interesting, but no. A good cutoff of that cross.
Oh, great move, Spencer.
See if Spencer can capitalize here. A screen almost by Nikita. Finds him. Nikita finds a corner kick here for Inter. And again, that time is going to keep on winding down, and you can go ahead and find this corner kick in a bit.
Taking his sweet time, Sandro. Getting ready for the corner kick.
This is where it gets real. Cross that finds absolutely nobody other than a defender. Again, it's hard to commend, but yeah, good job keeping everybody's cool head as here comes an opportunity opening up the space. Here comes a shot that goes up and over. The curling effort.
Sandro trying to hit that right top corner of the goal. It's a little too high.
I tell you, the temperatures are dropping. You get asked worldwide, how's it going over there in San Diego? Tell you, it's a very, very chilly 56 degrees. Frozen tundra temperatures in San Diego. Great pass, dividing the middle. Let me tell you, there's still plenty of time for Rebels to come back into this. And with moves like that, it's going to be very good, but a goal line clearance by Inter.
And again, Inter just one mistake from Rebels away. It's putting this game too bad. We're doing bigas.
Rebels still being now seemingly the dominant team in possession. Now looking for that space and a shot that gets blocked. A second shot. It's going to be a goal. Goal. Rebels SC with plenty of time in the 74th minute, finding and cutting the lead down to 1. Going to set up for a very interesting finish to this game. Additional speed, fresh legs from Rebels. SC really puts into perspective those chances that Inter had. Should have taken at least one of them by yourself. An insurance goal.
Yes, we have good old Tony just stepping out for her bathroom break, middle of the game. Classic move from him. We got Rebels here trying to close the match out. Great move here. Through ball here for number 15, who just came in. Sandro recovering the ball midfield. Mistake here, through ball. Another mistake from Rebels.
As Inter once again finds a space here. That's going to be a push from the back. Referee says, yes, indeed, Ruski. That is a foul. Fallaroni. I'm trying to see where that location was with my handy dandy upside down binoculars. And indubitably, it's going to be a foul. Not only a foul, yellow card is out. Yellow card has been unsheathed. Discussions are being had. Yippity yaps. There's a yellow card.
It's been now 2 yellow cards, right?
Dois. Potentially a third one. Referee is being asked why not a red.
Ollie pleading, asking why it's not a red. I mean,
literally what Tony just said.
But it makes sense, right? I mean, it was last man.
Un caldo se va a hacer ahorita.
Let's see if San Diego Inter can score off here. Yeah, 4 players standing over the ball. You have
Yo, Sandro, says Brandon. Welcome to San Diego with the Footballs After Dark. San Diego Internacional looking for the 4th goal. Here. Nikita shoots. Nikita almost scores. Here's a chance. The back bicycle kick. It's going to end in a goal kick. An exciting play there. Shout out Brandon. Loyal follower and listener of San Diego Punto Football. 2 balls at a mic. Local community leader on the social media aspect. Him and Esteban had the baller crew. Shout out to them. As head coach from Korea, Matt Palpalatok. Well, Matt's not from Korea, despite rumors. Dale Inter from Korea. So he's currently in Korea.
Is he in Korea or Taiwan?
I'm literally reading the comment that Matt Palpalatok said. So
there you go. Sorry, I'm not in
so Maddie, please call via satellite if you need me to get a message down to the bench. I can't do that per UPSL rules. Fallaroni, absolutely, Brandon. That is what we call those actioniskis. Just like right there, no foul given by the referee. He says play on. 3-2. Rebels trying to find the tying goal and potentially the game winner. Let's remind those viewers at home that there is 10 men on the field for SD Internacional in the white, as referee is going to stop play here because there is a player that's been injured on the turf here at Mission Bay High School, the pristine world-class field close to the Pacific, as we're going to go ahead and have a substitution also by SD Internacional. Number 22 is coming on, Sage Volaris. Book his ticket onto the pitch. Volaris. See, Matt Papalak says, tell him to stop stressing me out. I'm on vacation. Well, guess who's here on San Diego's #1 soccer outlet, San Diego Punto Football, tuning in from Korea. That's the worldwide fan base that we have, this platform that we've given, a worldwide platform for soccer in San Diego. Coach Matt Palpalatok getting stressed out, as he should, honestly. Sorry. Did this to yourself. Well, your boys are fighting. Tony, what's for dinner after the game? Ho, ho, ho. It's like you're reading my mind. We got a couple in and outs between here and the home. It's going to be, algo light, protein style, double, with both types of onions, grilled and raw. Some chopped chilies. Extra well-done fries with chopped chilies on top as well. With a Diet Coke. Gia, back to you in studio. Going to go change.
That's your in and out order?
×2 on the protein style double doubles.
Nice.
It's actually a salad. It makes no mincemeat about it. Mincemeat is what Rebels is trying to make this Inter defense to be. Flag goes up. That's going to be an offsides.
And in good old San Diego Internacional fashion, this game is now closer than ever. This is what I was
Absolutely.
talking about earlier, Tony. This,
Yeah, you were.
This has been the whole season. They make it an entertaining one.
Absolutely. Make sure you book your season tickets for SD Inter's next season here at Mission Bay High School, hopefully, where the conflicts in schedule will not make this game go long. Let me tell you, that in and out order is actually ×2 because there is somebody waiting at home for their in and out order, and they are paying attention to the end of this game because Tony said it was going to end at one time and it's going to end later. Oh no.
Yeah, me too.
Let's get paid and get out. San Diego Football. San Diego's #1 soccer outlet. You're watching Two Balls and a Mic. You're listening to Tony Sanchez and Chiva, Alejandro Chiva Villaseñor, here at Mission Bay High School, UPSL SoCal South Premier Division action. San Diego Internacional in the white and blue, leading 3, have been leading since the first half by 3. But Rebels got one back after a shocking start to the game. They fought back. Now there's a red card hanging from the head over SD Inter the entirety of the second half. Hasn't really been a factor, to be completely honest. That's going to be a foul called in a dangerous spot. It's going to be a set piece for Rebels SC, who have at least 8 minutes of life left. Have we survived the eclipse? I believe we did.
I believe we have. Yeah.
No idea there was an eclipse happening. Speaking of eclipse, the Mitsubishi Eclipse is a fantastic car. Highly recommend the 2001 version of the Mitsubishi Eclipse. Trying to eclipse this current scoreline with a shot that's going to end in a corner.
Wow. Tirazo.
That was a fantastic shot, but either way, whatever happened there, it ends in a corner, but exciting indeed.
We're going to have a substitution for San Diego Inter. Number 21 eventually going to come on.
And here's this ball. It's going to travel some pinball action inside the small box. And now Nikita is trying to, it's just an army of one. Tell you, those Eastern Europeans are an army of one sometimes. And let me tell you, here is another opportunity. Very rare for a team that's down to have a counterattack of this sort. Here comes SD Inter now with a shot from outside. So close. That ball looked like it hit the crossbar hit the crossbar, but the yellow football American style variety. Still
Another
32.
missed opportunity from Luke the Duke, and great through ball from Sandro.
Opening up space, and we're going to see if those chances are going to end up costing Inter here, because again, if they get one back, I still say it's anybody's game, but it seems like Rebels do have an opportunity to capitalize on some stamina. They have more players, fresher legs. Seems maybe there's a chance for another substitution for SD Inter.
And it looks like Lucas is also going to come on with the number 10. He's an attacking player. Could be seeing Luke Rayleigh coming out now. Has been sprinting so much the second half.
Sage with the fantastic ball there. Going inside. The bats are getting excited. And a shot! So close.
Nikita, you had it. You had it to seal it away. And again, Inter doing Inter things, making this game exciting. It's going to be Danny coming out.
Danny Strzok is for number 21, as you mentioned, Chiba. Number 21, Eric Roshan. Just like you mentioned, Chiba. Eric Roshan, or Rochin, as you said.
Yeah, I know a Rochin. They pronounce it Rochin.
Okay. I didn't say you were wrong. Ball in the air, in the defensive area for SD Inter. Let me tell you, there is an F-35 fighter pilot ready for you, or somebody puts them together or cleans them or whatever. Brent Zuniga in the air will always have your problem solved. Guerra Centro. Una chilenita. What a great resource. What a great idea.
We almost had San Diego Football Goal of the Week.
Almost had it. Almost had it.
Here comes Lucas. Substitution is going to be it for Spencer Hoyle. Great match from him. Some fresh legs up on top, maybe for a possible counterattack, Tony.
Absolutely. Tell you, if Inter do end up winning this match, kudos to the players out there.
I don't think the ref is going to add a lot of extra time. There hasn't been a lot of time wasted. See maybe about 3 minutes being added. And here comes Lucas with fresh legs.
Lucas almost with the first look. Call him Lucas. That's going to be offsides. Telegraphed.
Great move from Sandro.
Sandro getting that touch. Now going in between the lines. Great look. Inter feeling themselves. And that's such a lost opportunity. Oh, my goodness. San Diego put the football's gaff of the week.
That's up there. That tried to curl it to the top corner and just doesn't curl at all, Tony.
Literally, people who have
you know what?
Here in the sold-out crowd of Mission Bay High School who have never watched, this is their first soccer game, saw that and said, what are you doing?
Hey, that wasted about 30 seconds off the clock, so.
What a strategy.
Playing chess, not checkers.
4D chess here at Mission Bay High School, the home of everybody, apparently. So make sure you get your bookings correctly.
Got pasado el Jack.
It's going to be in and out all night. In and out. In the tummy all night. As Rebels can still string together a couple of plays and take advantage and take this game by storm. Good read in the air.
Comes a chance for Rebels. Looks like we have Luke Rayleigh cramping up here. Could be shaving a couple of minutes here as well, but he has been running a lot, and we are going to have one more substitution. And it's going to be number 7, Kevin Capas, possibly coming in for Luke. Kevin Capas is a player that usually starts as well, and he's going to get a few minutes tonight.
Shout out from Olivier Giroud, who is in the comments. Great commentary today, man.
Wow. I mean, LAFC
This
just
is
finished off their game.
absolutely just Chelsea, great. AC Milan legend. Arsenal, just whatever. We played in Arsenal here.
Arguably some of the best goals ever scored.
Hey, look, Este Inter hasta la muerte. You know what, Olivier?
Giroud
You know
knows
what?
what's up.
Mis respetos. Subscribe to Standing Up with the
All right,
Football
here
if you know
comes a
what's good
chance
for
Rebels
you.
to tie it up.
Here's a chance and an opportunity inside the box. Este Internacional get fortunately out of that one.
We've reached over 90 minutes now. Everything else is just added time from the referee now.
Mr. Stoll, dale Inter from Michigan. Saludos desde Guadalajara, says Olivier Giroud.
All right, I like it.
Trilingual. Probably picked it up from his friend Pierre-André Gignac over in Tigres. Baller Cruz goals better than Giroud's goals. Hey, I think it's a video. Tony's PKs is better than Giroud's PKs. Arguably, we need to redo that video. Gignac. The presence of Giroud has lit up the comments.
Rebels here trying to find something happen.
It's like Tony lit up this booth a couple of minutes ago. A lot of space here for Este Inter. I mean, this whole second half didn't seem like they were down a man the entire second half.
The intention was there to look for Kevin Capas on the right side, gets a bad touch and gives it away. Rebels with some hope now.
Olivier Giroud disagreeing in the comments as well. Shout out to everybody. What are the current UPSL standings? Well, let me tell you, Mr. Giroud. Currently looking at the UPSL SoCal South standings where both of these teams reside.
Currently, Inter stands in first place and Rebels in sixth.
We'll see if this changes as this ball goes up and out into the Pacific Ocean.
So we're going to have another player down from Inter.
What are the other teams in that the standings? So Inter is first place in the Premier SoCal South Division. Who is in second?
East Lake Soccer League in second place. FC Balboa in third. City SC San Diego in fourth. Irvine FC in fifth place. Correction, Southwest SC is in sixth place. Rebels dropped down to seventh place. AYSD D1 Academy, who plays in Orange County, was actually moved to the SoCal Premier Division.
Yeah. Okay. Very low header there to control that ball. It's going to be called a foul here. And thank you for that update, Chief. Brought you in part by PB European Imports. Also brought you in part by Santiago Punto Football is a Mountain West Idaho division. I know people have been clamoring to know where the standings are on that one, as this ball is going to travel back. Almost going to get picked up. And that's going to be a foul. It's going to be a card. Absolutely, definitely. No question about it. Mountain West Idaho currently has Idaho FC in first place. Boise Timbers in second. The Rapids SC. Boaz of FC in fourth. SEI Corvids FC. That's your current Mountain West Idaho standings for the UPSL Division 1 standings.
Not the Premier Division.
No, absolutely. But people have been asking about the standings in the Division 1 Idaho Western Conference, bro.
That's cool.
Moving on to the DMV South B Division, Lynchburg FC and Club Atlético Los Toros are in first and second, respectively. Dorados FC.
This could potentially be one of the last plays given here.
Sir, I'm giving what Georgia has to offer here for the UPSL SoCal South Premier Division, as 32 seems to be the final scoreline for this match. As the referee says, that is the end of the game. Season's greetings from everybody here at Mission Bay High School. This has been San Diego Punto Football. 32, San Diego Inter moves past Rebels SC 3-2.
Inter stays undefeated at home,
unlike San Diego FC. With that said, have a good one. See you tomorrow. Good game. Bye-bye.